Do you believe that people are social animals? Have you heard that back in the Stone Age we had to rely on our tribe, and that's why we all became social creatures? I believe this is a myth, and in this video we'll explain why. Hi, I'm Jan from sustainablebutterflies.com.au. We are on a mission to make Australian educational and care organisations sustainable and improve their carbon footprint. The link to our website is in the description below. Behaviour change and leadership is one of our 5 columns of sustainability, hence the content of this video. The story usually goes like this. Back in the Stone Age, in a cave, we had to rely on our tribe. Otherwise, we would get killed by a tiger, spear, or other tribe. This made us all natural team players and social creatures, and we evolved into modern humans over thousands of years, inheriting these traits. Have you heard this before? Me too, about 14,000 times. I don't buy this evolutionary line for 2 reasons. Firstly, about half of us are introverts. The distribution of extroverts and introverts in society is about half-half, according to my research. Links are in the description. If this evolutionary reasoning, the tribal survival, was true, then evolution, by natural selection, would have prioritized extraversion as the fundamental personality trait, and most of us would be extroverts, wouldn't we? If the survival of our species depended on it, if it was such a big deal, then why are there any introverts at all, let alone half the population? Secondly, whether I, you, Peter or Amy is an introvert or extrovert is not some casual t-shirt I put on in the morning. Carl Gustav Jung gave us these terms 100 years ago, and while it's not carved in stone, not set the same way as the color of our eyes, it's at our core personality level. Hans Eysenck in the 1950s and 1960s, in his famous twin studies, demonstrated that these personality traits are primarily hereditary. They are passed on by our ancestors. Again, wouldn't introversion become extinct long time ago if it wasn't evolutionary stable? Why do we go back thousands of years to explain our modern behavior when we had Jung, Eysenck and many others in the 20th century? We no longer hunt for food, run around wrapped in animal skins or throw spears. So it's time to let go of fossilized views along with the fossil fuels. In my opinion, the fact we made it to 2020 since the cave days with half of us being introverts is a proof that the social animal is nonsense. But why is this notion of social creature, natural team player everywhere? My theory is because it sounds and looks good. It gives warm and fuzzy feeling by implying that being part of a team, it's like family where people are safe. It's fueled and perpetuated by social media. It lets people off the hook, because I can hide. Once in a team, it's no longer me, but it's the team, right? And it also makes easy analogies with collective sport, which is also popular. But you might be asking, what could be possibly wrong with teamwork and being social creatures? Well, in my experience, there are problems in an environment that is pushing the teamwork banner too much. It's causing stress in about half the individuals who are pushed to a role where they're not comfortable. And by a role, I don't mean the job description. This stress leads to self-sabotage and withdrawal. And instead of expressing themselves, people conform out of fear in order not to let the team down. Some just quietly retreat to a corner, even for years. And they'll be blaming themselves for not being good enough team players. Something must be wrong with them. Because the nature of humanity is social animal, right? So they will do a mediocre job, just surviving, not contributing much, or just flying under the radar. Ultimately, it's our society that is losing out, because these people are often innovative and creative, despite not being very sociable or loud. Einstein, Warren Buffett, Eleanor Roosevelt, Steven Spielberg, or Isaac Newton were all introverts, and the list goes on. But where am I going with this? What's the point? Am I suggesting that our society should pivot around unique personalities of each individual? Of course not. That would lead to surreal chaos and confusion, and nothing would work. Teamwork has its benefits. Individuals wouldn't have hunted the mammoth back in the cave days if it wasn't for our ability to cooperate with each other. We wouldn't have won wars for the same reasons. No collective sport, medical procedures, construction or project management would be possible. But it comes down to skills and our ability as individuals to adapt to the circumstances and perform collectively when presented with a shared, specific and clear goal. Whether it's to build a tower, operate on a patient, conquer the enemy, or run an early learning center. It's not due to some magical, natural, teamwork, human attribute, or because we are all social animals. We are not, as discussed previously. So, if you would like to find out how you can get your people on board, avoid groupthink, and meet your sustainability goals without trying to get everyone on the same page, reach out. Thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate it. We are sustainablebutterflies.com.au, and who are we doing this for? For the environment, future generations, plants, animals, including butterflies. You have a great day.